Innovative sales platforms, features to look for in 2025. Why innovative sales platforms matter more in 2025. Sales tech isn't just evolving, it's redefining how buyers want to be engaged. By 2025, Gartner expects 80% of B2B sales interactions to happen in digital channels, which means your sales platform can't be a glorified database anymore. It has to run the day-to-day selling motion. At the same time, most teams still have the same painful reality. Reps spend only about 28% of their week actually selling, with the rest swallowed by admin work, internal coordination, and tool switching. If your platform creates more clicks, more tabs, and more manual updates, it's actively working against quota. In our work at SalesHive, where we combine an AI-powered outbound platform with an outsourced sales team model, we see a consistent pattern. The teams that win aren't the ones with the most tools. They're the ones with a platform their SDRs and AEs actually use because it makes outreach simpler, data cleaner, and decisions faster. The 2025 reality: digital-first buying, AI everywhere, and fewer tools. Buyer behavior has crossed a point of no return. Committees research asynchronously, expect instant access to information, and prefer low-friction experiences over hop-on-a-call pressure. Your platform needs to support a modern journey where prospects move between email, calls, content, and internal discussions without losing context. AI also moved from nice-to-have to baseline. Roughly 60% of sales organizations have adopted AI to enhance sales processes, and separate benchmarks show 81% of sales teams are experimenting with or have fully implemented AI, with 87% reporting higher CRM usage thanks to AI integrations. In practical terms, innovation in 2025 is less about having AI and more about whether AI is embedded directly where reps work. Finally, consolidation is the quiet trend reshaping the market. A 2025 revenue benchmark found 89% of companies use fewer than 11 sales tools, reflecting a shift away from bloated stacks. The goal isn't minimalism for its own sake. It's a connected system that reduces handoffs, prevents data drift, and keeps leadership from exporting CSVs just to understand pipeline. The non-negotiables, platform capabilities you should require. Before you evaluate innovative features, define what you won't compromise on. We recommend agreeing on 5 to 7 non-negotiable capabilities for 2025. Then, using them as a hard filter so you don't get distracted by flashy demos that don't improve SDR productivity or meeting quality. This is also where you should align on who the platform is for. If you're a B2B sales agency, an outbound sales agency, or a team running sales outsourcing with an outsourced sales team, your requirements will skew toward speed to launch, QA, and measurable meeting outcomes. If you're enterprise, you'll likely prioritize governance, permissions, and complex data models. A common mistake is evaluating platforms only through an AE lens, then hoping SDRs adapt. Instead, treat SDR workflow as the proving ground. If the platform reduces manual work and improves targeting, your AEs inherit better meetings and a cleaner pipeline. Implementation that actually sticks: data, workflows, and adoption. Most rollouts fail for predictable reasons: messy CRM data, unclear ownership rules, and workflows that don't match how reps actually prospect. If your innovative platform can't standardize the basics, account and contact objects, deduplication, activity logging, and routing, everything else becomes expensive noise. Start with a stack audit mapped to real workflows. Document every tool SDRs, AEs, and RevOps touch for prospecting, engagement, and reporting, and call out where steps are still manual or duplicated across apps. Then, standardize your data model and field mapping across systems before you migrate or integrate. Otherwise, you'll automate bad inputs and scale confusion. Finally, run a pilot designed to measure outcomes, not opinions. Move one SDR pod and one outbound slice, for example, one ICP or region, into the platform and compare meetings booked, meeting quality, and opportunity creation against a control group. Adoption follows value, and value is easiest to prove when the test is narrow and the metrics are clear. The best sales platform in 2025 isn't the one with the most features. It's the one your reps trust enough to use every day. AI that helps reps sell, from insights to agentic execution. AI is only useful when it shortens the path from intent to action. With the AI for Sales and Marketing market forecast to grow from about $57.99 billion in 2025 to $240.58 billion by 2030 at a 32.9% CAGR, vendors will flood the market with AI features. Your job is to separate workflow AI from window dressing. In practice, the highest ROI AI capabilities are agent-like behaviors embedded in the rep's flow, researching accounts, recommending targets, drafting personalized cold email agency-style outreach, summarizing calls, and auto-updating CRM fields with human review. When AI increases CRM usage, as reported by 87% of teams in one benchmark, it's usually because the AI removes the pain of upkeep rather than demanding more data entry. The mistake we see most often is buying AI that produces insights without clear next steps. If the platform can't turn insights into pre-built tasks, suggested sequences, or recommended call talk tracks for a cold calling team, reps will ignore it and fall back to habits. Require AI that reduces time to first touch and time to follow up, and insist on guardrails, permissions, audit trails, and clear confidence signals. Buyer-centric features that win complex deals. Digital first doesn't mean no humans. It means buyers want control. Platforms that support buyer-centric experiences like digital sales rooms, mutual action plans, and shared next step tracking reduce friction in committee-driven deals. When information lives in one structured place, you spend less time resending decks and more time advancing the opportunity. This matters even for outbound heavy motions like B2B cold calling services or cold calling services. A strong platform helps you transition from initial contact to a buyer-friendly journey. Meeting recap, tailored assets, stakeholder mapping, and mutual timelines that make it easy for the champion to sell internally. You're not just following up, you're enabling a decision. A common pitfall is treating buyer enablement tools as a separate layer that reps have to remember to use. In 2025, these features should be connected to engagement workflows, so a rep can share content, track engagement, and trigger the next touch without leaving the platform. If it's not integrated, it won't happen consistently, especially when reps are already fighting for time. How to measure platform impact. KPIs leaders can trust. If leadership can't trust the numbers, adoption dies quietly. Tie platform success to a short set of monthly reviewed metrics: active users, time in platform, meetings booked per SDR, reply rates, meeting to opportunity conversion, and pipeline influence by channel. The point is to measure revenue outcomes while keeping rep activity data clean enough to diagnose what's working. Usage is not a vanity metric when it correlates with performance. One benchmark found about 80% of sellers who hit 150% plus of quota use sales tech at least weekly, compared with 58% of other sellers. So it's reasonable to expect that a platform that truly helps will become part of weekly habits. When usage is low, the fix is rarely more training and usually less friction in the workflow. Build playbooks directly inside the platform so behavior matches your process. Instead of PDFs that no one opens, embed sequences, call scripts, qualification checklists, and handoff rules into the system your SDR agency motion runs on. This is especially important for distributed teams, sales outsourcing models, and any org working with an outsourced sales team where consistency and QA must scale. Your 2025 evaluation plan. Practical next steps without another failed rollout. Treat platform selection like revenue architecture, not software shopping. Start with your workflow audit, then shortlist vendors that meet your non-negotiables. Then prove value in a tightly scoped pilot focused on SDR productivity and meeting quality. If you can't show a measurable lift in the pilot, you're unlikely to get it after a full rollout. Prioritize consolidation where it reduces operational load. Fewer tools, fewer logins, fewer duplicate records, and fewer systems of truth. The goal isn't to eliminate everything. It's to make your core platform the place where work happens, activities are captured automatically, and reporting is credible without manual cleanup. From our perspective at SalesHive, the winning formula in 2025 is a connected system that supports multi-channel outbound, including B2B cold calling and cold email, removes admin work with embedded AI, and gives RevOps clean data by default. If you keep the evaluation anchored to rep workflow and revenue outcomes, you'll end up with a platform that helps your team sell more, not just click more.